You're listening to Insight on Capital Public Radio. I'm Beth Ruyak. Nearly 20 years, 360 shows. That's the legacy of Runaway Stage Productions, also known as RSP. For the past 14 years, its shows have been staged at the Sierra 2 Community Center, but the theater company is hoping now to build a new performing arts center in West Sacramento. And in the studio with me is producing director Bob Baxter. Hi, Bob.
Good morning.
Glad
How are you?
to have you here. What's happening with Runaway Stage?
Runaway Stage is changing. We're moving. The center that we've been working at for the last 14 years has decided to go in a different direction. So we now need to find our own new home. So we are working very hard to raise funds in order to open a new space, a new 250-seat theater in West Sacramento. So the first theater of that size and that kind, offering the programming that we do with our Broadway shows, our Storybook Children's Theater, our youth musical theater workshops, bringing it to West Sacramento.
It was a bit of a surprise, and how urgent is the need for the change?
It's very urgent. Our last show, Cats the Musical, is our last main stage show, which will take place in November at Sierra 2. After that, we're homeless.
There are about 30 theaters in Sacramento. RSP has filled a certain niche and been able to create its continuing legacy, as I said. How would you describe that niche for the community?
Well, we're a full-time musical theater, which is different. Plus, we have educational side of our company. So our youth musical theater workshops, which serve children of all ages from 4 to 20 years old, from all different backgrounds in the community, is our educational arm. That's where we teach children acting, singing, dancing, and then they perform for live audiences. So it's very exciting, the program that we've had. And we've had that for the whole 19 years that we've been in existence. Plus, we have our Storybook Children's Theater, and that's a way for us to bring affordable theater to families so that they can all come and see and experience theater, sometimes for the first time for children. And those are always musicals as well in the Storybook Children's Theater. Shorter shows, easier for the attention span of kids, but gives them an introduction. And then our Broadway series, which is what we do, which is full-time, year-round musical theaters, exciting musical theaters with community actors, a resident orchestra, which is something that no other theater company has in the area, a musical resident orchestra that stays with us all shows and that keeps that consistency and that wonderful music coming for us.
And that's Cats, which opens November 4th.
Correct.
Coming up in the Broadway series. Did you already do Elf Jr. and
Elf
Annie?
Jr. and Annie will be performing during that same month.
Oh, okay.
So we do 3 shows simultaneously in a month in the theater.
And they will all happen at Sierra 2.
All happen at Sierra 2. Our last performance is at Sierra 2.
How have you been able to look ahead to 2017 and schedule shows?
Well, we have a schedule ready to go, but now we need a home. We need a place to be. So we are holding off announcing that because we don't have a place to be yet. And it's very hard in this town to find a space to perform if you don't have a place that you can do a season. So if you're a gypsy company, which we were for a few years, you can only do a show here, a show there, and there's no consistency and no, funding and no foundation for you to continue. So we need our own home to be able to do this.
In fact, even at Sierra 2, recently you were only able to do 5 of your 6 shows. You had to move for the 6th show in the season.
And we went to West Sacramento. We went to the community center in West Sacramento and did 1 smaller show per year. Still a musical, still doing our workshop, still doing our Storybook Children's Theater, but in a smaller space. So it's just not feasible for us to continue to do it there at the West Sacramento Community Center.
You're listening to Bob Baxter. He is producing director at Runaway Stage Productions. You might have seen some of their shows. They've done The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, Grease, same time next year, Annie, Snoopy. Funding, then, is the key to being able to make this move happen. What does the financial picture look like for RSP?
So what we're doing now is we are trying to raise $250,000. That's the amount of money we need. There is a building that is already existing that we want to build out the interior of the building in order to be our new facility. It's a new 250-seat theater. It will have an enlarged lobby, unlike Sierra 2. It will have new dressing rooms, a brand new sound system, a brand new lighting system. a much more comfortable place for our audience to be and for our performers to be. Our warehouse, our rehearsal spaces, everything will be under one roof, which is incredibly exciting for a theater company. Plus, in the times that we're not performing, other theater groups can be able to utilize this space.
And it becomes a permanent home. So your costume shop, for example, your prop workshop, they can all stay in place.
Yeah, right now we have to move in on a Sunday and then we open on a Friday. So we literally have 4 days to move a show in, put the sets up, get everything ready, and open a show. This will afford us a much more quality, much more consistent area to be and be able to do a better production.
To give people a sense of the caliber of your shows, you've won multiple Ellie Awards, I think for Chicago back in 2007, and then La Cage aux Folles in 2003. Many awards in 2000 for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Are you able to say what shows you're looking at for next year?
Well, there's a show that tends to surround the ABBA music, if you will, that is coming out soon that we want to do. There are many shows that we want to do, but I can't announce those yet until I have the rights, and I can't do the rights till I have a place to perform.
Were you talking about Mamma Mia?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
You either did or didn't hear it here, whatever
Maybe.
the case may be. All right, so the fundraising is really critical. Do you have any events coming up? Are you asking theater patrons to pitch in? How's this going to happen?
So we have a website, which is rspchallenge250.com, and it's a website that is dedicated specifically to helping us raise these funds. I am also talking to our audiences before each show. We have a campaign going that I have a T-shirt on at the beginning of the show that says, Daddy Needs a New Theater, and it's a $50 donation for that T-shirt. We also have smaller events. There's a wonderful group of our theater actors and moms that are doing what we call the Tater Tots, the Small Potatoes fundraising. So they're going out and doing like restaurants where restaurants will work with us and donate a portion of their proceeds at each of the events. And we've done a couple of those, and we have many of those scheduled coming up as well. But we need some big help from our supporters, from people who have seen our shows over the years, from companies that want to help support the company. We have various levels on rspchallenge250.com that there's packages of things that are benefits that folks will get for helping us build this new theater.
You are making the point in reading between the lines that this is and has been a family theater for so many years.
We are a family. Runaway stage production, I mean, the joke is Daddy needs a new theater, meaning that I need a place to help do it. But it's the family. It's all the performers. It's the musicians. It's the directors. It's the artisans. It's the audience that are part of our family. And everybody works together. I mean, it has to be a labor of love. There is no money in it. So it's about the love that we do, the passion that we have on stage to do our shows and to do them the absolute best we can, which is why we've been an award-winning theater, which is why we continue to strive to be the best community theater we can possibly be and help bring that theater to families and to children and to make it a community effort, because all of our performers are people from the community.
Well, Bob, we will post a link to the theater and to RSP Challenge 250 on our website. I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll close the show with some Jellicle Cats,
Which
who
is our
maybe
next
can
show.
help you a little bit too. Yeah, Cats opens November 4th. Thanks again.
Thank you.
That's Insight for today. I'm Beth Ruiak. Our producers are Jen Picard, Chris Remington, and Cody Drabble. Our digital team includes Marnette Federis, Melody Stone, Jonathan Iestis, and Joanne Soria. Our technical director is Mark Jones. Our executive producer is Joe Barr. Thanks for joining us.